Welcome to SentriLock's Realtor Lockbox training. Today we will start with the basics. You'll learn how to open the key compartment and put the lockbox on your listing. You'll also learn how to find out who has accessed your lockbox, how to change your PIN and password, and how to set up teams for lockbox sharing. You'll get to see features designed to benefit your sellers, our showing feedback system, and other exciting features. You can use the controls at the bottom of this window to pause or replay any part of the training. Thank you for joining, and let's get started. The card carrier sheet is the paper folded around your Sentry card inside the envelope that your Sentry card came in. On your card carrier sheet, you have a couple of important items of information: your lockbox specific codes, your PIN, your ID, and your password. Please take a moment to verify this information on your card carrier sheet. Using the SentriLock system is easy. When using the Bluetooth Realtor lockbox, pay attention to the indicators on the lockbox, as they will let you know what's going on inside the box. Green lights let you know you can proceed. Red lights indicate you should wait or stop what you're doing. SentriLock has a mobile application called SentriSmart that will allow you to access lockboxes with only your smartphone or tablet. This app is available for iOS and Android devices. SentriSmart stays up to date, so it is always ready when you need to use it. The app also provides instant showing notifications, so you always know when somebody has accessed your listing. If you enable location services for SentriSmart, you will see all listings that are within a half mile whenever you open the app. Next to each listing, you'll notice either a green, yellow, and red circle. A green circle indicates that you can access the lockbox on the listing. A yellow circle indicates there may not be a lockbox on the property, or that you may be able to access it. A red circle indicates that you will not be able to access the lockbox on the listing. SentriSmart is designed to connect to the Bluetooth Realtor lockbox using the latest Bluetooth technology. This means you can access lockboxes with your compatible device even when there is no cell phone signal. Listed on your screen are the requirements your smartphone or tablet must meet in order to establish a Bluetooth connection between your device and the lockbox. Please take a moment to review them. Let's watch a quick video on how to open the key compartment using Bluetooth. You'll have a chance to practice after this, so pay attention to the video. To use the SentriSmart application to access the key compartment, you'll start off by approaching the lockbox and pressing the Enter key. After hitting Enter, pull up the application and the lockbox will be at the very top. Select the listing that you're at, type your PIN number, and hit Open Key Compartment. After a moment, the key compartment will open, allowing for you to access the keys and open that listing. See how easy it is to open a lockbox with your smartphone? Now let's walk through it together. Open the SentriSmart app on your device and press the Enter key on the lockbox. You'll notice that this lockbox will jump to the top of the page in the app. Select the lockbox or listing in the app. Input your PIN into your mobile device and press the Open key. At this point, you'll notice the key compartment will open on the lockbox. SentriSmart is also designed to work on devices that do not have the latest Bluetooth technology. For non-Bluetooth access, you will need to have a cell phone signal. Let's watch a quick video on how to open the key compartment without Bluetooth. You'll have a chance to practice this after the video, so pay close attention. For non-Bluetooth compatible smartphones, the SentriSmart is still a great option. To use the SentriSmart mobile application, arrive to the listing and it uses geolocation to determine which listing you are closest to.
Choose that listing, input your PIN number, and click Open. This will provide you with a mobile access code which has a varying length of digits. To use that code, hit the Enter key to wake the box, input the mobile access code, and then press Enter. This will open the key compartment. After a brief moment, you'll be able to access the keys.
Now let's practice opening the key compartment without the Bluetooth. Select the listing or manually enter the lockbox serial number within the app. Input your PIN into the mobile device and then press Open Key Compartment. A mobile access code will be generated in the app with instructions on how to use it. Please keep in mind that a mobile access code should not be generated unless you are about to access this lockbox. For security purposes, do not share your mobile access code to a lockbox with another person. SentriSmart can also be used to release the shackle from a lockbox if your device meets the Bluetooth requirements discussed earlier. Let's watch a quick video on how this works. You'll have a chance to practice after this, so pay close attention to the video.
To use the SentriSmart mobile application to release the shackle, you'll start off with opening the application and then pressing the Enter key on the lockbox. After the lockbox has been woken up, access the Lockbox Tools tab on the app, click on the listing, and choose the Release Shackle option. Input your PIN number and hit Release. The lockbox's shackle will immediately release, so hold on to the body of the lockbox. After releasing the shackle, it will ask if you would like to remove the lockbox from the property, restoring it to your inventory.
See how easy that was? Now let's walk through it together. First, open SentriSmart on your device and press the Enter key on the lockbox. Select the Lockbox Tools tab within SentriSmart to display all of your lockboxes. Select the lockbox or listing you want to release the shackle from, and SentriSmart will establish a Bluetooth connection with the lockbox. Select the Release Shackle button. Input your PIN on the SentriSmart app to verify your identity, and then press Release. After a few moments, the shackle will release and you can remove it from the lockbox. Notice the shackle fully comes out of the lockbox, so you have to be careful when releasing it if hanging on a door. SentriSmart will also ask if you want to either assign or remove the lockbox from a listing depending on whether the lockbox is currently assigned to a listing. So what else can SentriSmart do? With SentriSmart, you can generate one-day codes, view your lockbox access logs, and assign lockboxes to listings. One-day codes allow you to provide key compartment access to someone who does not have access to the SentriLock system. One-day codes can be generated up to 2 weeks in advance, but they will only work on the day they are generated for. To access these additional features within SentriSmart, select the Lockbox Tools tab. Choose the listing or lockbox you wish to interact with. You will be presented with these additional features for the lockbox or listing. We will review these features individually. First, let's take a look at how to generate one-day codes using SentriSmart. Select Get One-Day Code. Select the date you want to generate the code for. Then enter the name of the person that you will issue the code to. Input your PIN and press Get One-Day Code. SentriSmart will then generate a one-day code with instructions on how to use it. You can forward the code and the instructions by utilizing the share option on your device. You can send this code by email or text message to the person that needs it. To view your lockbox access logs, select the lockbox from the Lockbox Tools page. Choose View Access Log. The access log displays the date and time of each lockbox access. It also displays the name, company, phone number, and email address of the agent that accessed that lockbox. To assign a lockbox to your listing, select the lockbox from the Lockbox Tools page. Then choose Assign to Property. Select the listing you wish to assign the lockbox to and click Assign to Property. SentriSmart will display a confirmation message that the lockbox was successfully assigned to the listing. What if you're not a smartphone user? The SentriCard provides alternative access to lockboxes. With your SentriCard, you can still open key compartments, release shackles, and assign lockboxes to listings. Let's review the steps involved with these processes. To open the key compartment, you'll begin by inserting your SentriCard into the lockbox. Wait for the code light to illuminate. Once the code light illuminates, enter your PIN and then press the Enter key. The green ready light will illuminate at this point. Remove your SentriCard, and when the green ready light illuminates again, pull the front of the lockbox towards you to open the key compartment. Wait for the motor noise to recycle before closing that key compartment. At this point, you can close the key compartment by using both thumbs and pressing firmly on the key door. Let's move on to releasing the shackle with your SentriCard. To begin, insert the SentriCard into the lockbox. Wait for the code light to illuminate. At this point, input your PIN and press the Enter key. Once you receive the green ready light, press Function 1 Enter, and you can proceed. The lockbox will emit 5 triple beeps. When the green ready light illuminates, the shackle will completely detach and you can remove it from the lockbox. Do not insert the shackle back into the lockbox while the red D&D light is on and the lockbox motor is recycling. Anytime after the green ready light comes back on, it is now safe to reinsert the shackle. Placing a lockbox on a listing with your SentriCard is as easy as 1, 2, 3 because these are the functions you'll use with your SentriCard to place a lockbox on a listing. These 3 functions give you the convenience of being able to do everything on site very quickly at the property. Function 1 is used to release the shackle. Function 2 is used to assign a lockbox to the property. Function 3 is used to open the lockbox's key compartment. The SentriCard stays in the lockbox during the entire process. If the SentriCard is removed at any point, you can reinsert it into the lockbox, enter your PIN, and go directly to the next step needed without having to start all over. Let's watch a quick video that reviews all 3 functions. You'll have a chance to practice this after, so pay close attention to the video.
Placing a lockbox on a property is easy as 1, 2, 3 with the SentriCard. To begin with, insert the SentriCard into the lockbox. You'll receive the code light. Input your PIN and press Enter and you'll receive the green ready. Type in Function 1 Enter to release the shackle. Hold on to the body of the lockbox at this point as the shackle will completely detach from the box. Please do not reattach the shackle during the red D&D light. Once you receive the next green ready light, you'll want to assign the box to the property using Function 2, the numeric portion of the house address or the MLS number, and Enter. Then type in Function 3 Enter, and you'll open that key compartment. Once you receive the green ready, you can pull open the key compartment, place the keys in the lockbox, and then shut that key compartment once you receive the final green ready light. At this point, you can remove the SentriCard and place the lockbox on the property by reattaching the shackle.
Now let's walk through it together. Insert your SentriCard into the lockbox. Input your PIN and press the Enter key, and you'll receive a green ready light. Press Function 1 Enter and you will receive a series of 5 triple beeps. When the green ready light illuminates, the shackle will release and you can remove it from the lockbox. Press Function 2, the MLS number or the numeric portion of the street address, and then Enter. The green ready light will illuminate again to signify that the assignment was successful. Press Function 3 Enter to open the key compartment. Insert the keys into the lockbox's key compartment and close the key door by using both thumbs and pressing firmly. Attach the lockbox to the property by inserting the shackle back into the lockbox. By doing these 3 easy steps, you'll be able to enjoy some of the great benefits of the SentriLock system. These functions can be found on the back of your Sentry card, so you'll always have this information available to you when you need to place the lockbox on a listing. Renewing your Sentry card is how all the information stored on your card gets uploaded to the SentriLock system. If you are a Sentry card user, your Sentry card has to be renewed every day that you need to access lockboxes. You will receive directions on how to install the Sentry card utility on your computer. You need the Sentry card utility program, a Sentry card reader which plugs into a USB port on your computer, and an active internet connection to renew your Sentry card. Please note, SentriSmart users do not have to renew their Sentry cards. The mobile app updates itself automatically. With an active internet connection and the Sentry card utility program running, insert your Sentry card into the Sentry card reader. Your SentriLock ID will fill in automatically. Enter your password and click the Click to Log In button. Click on Renew Sentry Card. The status bar will turn red, indicating your Sentry card is being renewed. Do not remove your Sentry card from the Sentry card reader while the status bar is red. On average, it takes less than a minute to renew your Sentry card. When the renewal is complete, you'll receive a confirmation window that indicates the date your Sentry card is valid till. As a security feature, you will not be able to access lockboxes with the mobile app and your Sentry card on the same day. Because mobile app users do not have to renew their Sentry cards, SentriSmart will deny lockbox access if you renew your Sentry card. If your Sentry card is active, SentriSmart will display a message that you will not be able to access lockboxes with it until your Sentry card expires. Other features of SentriSmart, like shackle release and get one-day codes, will still be available. With the Sentry card utility program and Sentry card reader, you can change your PIN if you're not comfortable with the original randomly generated PIN number you were issued. Insert your Sentry card into the Sentry card reader and your SentriLock ID will automatically fill in. Input your password and click the Click to Log In button. Click on the Change Sentry Card PIN button. Enter your new PIN number, confirm that PIN number, and click on Save Changes. You'll receive a confirmation window that your PIN number has been changed and you can start using that new PIN number immediately. The SentriLock website address is www.sentrilock.com. On the SentriLock website, you can change your password, assign lockboxes to listings, set up showing feedback surveys, and view your lockbox access logs. To do this, navigate to www.sentrilock.com and click on Login. Input your SentriLock ID and password and click the Click to Login button. To change your password, on the main page of the website, click on Manage My Account. Click on the Change Password button. Input your new password and confirm that new password. Click Save Changes to complete the process, and your password will take effect immediately. As we learned earlier, you can use SentriSmart or your Sentry card to assign the lockbox to a listing. You can also assign a lockbox to the listing from the website. On the main page after logging into the SentriLock website, click on My Lockboxes. Use the search option to find the lockbox you wish to assign to the listing. Click on the lockbox serial number to open the Edit Lockbox page. On the Edit Lockbox page, click on the Select tab in the Listing section. Search for the listing you wish to assign this lockbox to and select it. Click Save Changes to complete the process. After assigning the lockbox to a listing, you will be able to assign a showing feedback survey to this listing. This is an automatic feedback request sent to the showing agent once the SentriLock system is aware of your lockbox being accessed. You can choose to use this default survey for all of your listings, or you can create a unique survey for each one of your listings. Click on the Showing Feedbacks tab to configure your preferences. To configure your showing feedback preferences, on the main page of the website, click on Showing Feedback. Click on Showing Feedback Preferences at the top left. At this point, you will be presented with a page to configure your showing feedback preferences. You can also view your access logs on the website. To do this, on the main page of the website, click on My Lockboxes. Use the search options to find the listing or lockbox that you wish to view the access log for. When you find the lockbox, click on the View link in the Access Log column to the right. Select the date range you wish to view and click the View Log button to display the lockbox access log. The access log displays the date and time of each lockbox access. It also displays the name, company, phone number, and email address of the agent that accessed the lockbox. If you want to send the showing agent a follow-up email, click on the email link, and the email client on your computer will be open, so you can compose an email to the agent. The SentriLock system will automatically send you a showing notification once it's aware of somebody accessing your lockbox. If a lockbox is assigned to the listing, the showing notification email will list the address as the subject of the email. Showing notification emails also include the date and time of showing and contact information of the showing agent. Showing notifications can also be sent to you via text message. As a default, this feature is disabled. However, this is something you can enable on the website. The text message also shows listing address, date, and time of showing, as well as the agent's contact information. You can choose to enable showing notification emails and text messages both. Agent teams are for people who share lockboxes and/or listings. Being on an agent team enables you to view the agent's lockboxes and listings on the SentriLock website. You can also release the shackles from the agent's lockboxes with your SentriCard or SentriSmart. To add an agent to your team, click on the Agent Team tab on the main page of the SentriLock website. Click on the Add Team Member tab at the top left. Click on the Select tab to search for and select the agent you want to add to your team. Click on Save Changes once you've selected the appropriate agent. If this agent is a SentriCard user, the agent has to renew their SentriCard to complete the process. As discussed earlier, one-day codes allow you to provide key compartment access to someone who does not have access to the SentriLock system. One-day codes can be generated up to 2 weeks in advance, but they will only work on the day they are generated for. In addition to SentriSmart, one-day codes can also be easily generated while logged into the SentriLock website. To generate a one-day code from the SentriLock website, click the Add One-Day Codes tab on the main page. Click the Select tab to search for and select the lockbox you wish to generate the one-day code for. Select the date you want to generate the code for, and then click the Generate Codes tab. Enter information of the person using the one-day code in the Assign To box, as this information will appear on the lockbox access log. Click Assign to view the one-day code.
So once you've given someone a one-day code, how does that person use it at the listing? They'll simply press and hold the Enter key until the box lights up or beeps. Once this box is activated, the person will release the Enter key, enter the one-day code, one key at a time, and then press Enter. At this point, the key compartment will open. In addition to being secure and reliable, one-day codes can help you determine how long a workman or contractor actually spent at your listing. Consider issuing 2 one-day codes to contractors when needed. One code for when they get to the property, and the second code for when they leave the property. So the lockbox access logs will show how long the contractor was at the property. Here are some of our recommended best practices when using your lockbox on listings. Do not attach the lockbox to a downspout or water spigot. Hang the lockbox as close to vertical as possible. Rotate lockboxes that you use to maximize the battery life. Batteries in the Bluetooth Realtor lockboxes will last 4 to 6 years depending upon climate, storage, and use. The batteries are user replaceable. When you receive low battery notification emails, change the battery as soon as possible. It is not necessary to lubricate the lockbox. Anything inserted into the lockbox must fit safely into the gray key bin. Removing the gray key bin may void your warranty. Following these recommendations will extend the life of your lockbox. The SentriLock website address is www.sentrilock.com. Lots of useful information like training videos, tutorials, FAQs, and manuals can be found on the Lockbox website. As we learned earlier, Function 1, Function 2, and Function 3 can also be found on the back of your Sentry card. There will also be a Sentry card reference guide in the envelope you received your card in. This Sentry card reference guide has all the information on the back of your Sentry card and a little bit more, and it's small enough to conveniently carry it around. Our YouTube channel is filled with video tutorials as well. Follow us on Twitter and become a fan on Facebook for tips and information regarding SentriLock and even the real estate industry. The SentriLock Support Center is US based and is located in Cincinnati, Ohio. The Support Center is available 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. You can also choose to use the Card Automated Renewal System, CARS, when you call the Support Center. CARS is available 24/7. You can also contact SentriLock support using SentriSmart. Selecting the Support tab in SentriSmart will display the SentriLock support number. Press the call button to dial the number and get in touch with SentriLock Support Center. Thank you for your time and attention. We're excited about the business partnership between your association and SentriLock and would love to hear any ideas or suggestions that you have. Please contact SentriLock Support at 513-618-5800 if you have any questions or need assistance.